Hey guys, it's Jang from ultimaterc.com with a real quick video on how to clean your dirty off-road RC tires. I actually started the process before I started this video, and it just came to my mind that I should probably get some footage of it. So I'm gonna have to catch you up here real quick. Obviously it's gonna be a really quick one, so nothing's too complicated here. The very first thing you're gonna want to do is take your tires off of your vehicle. You might want to take some shortcuts and try to do it while on the truck. Just take those four little nuts off and get the tires off. It's going to make it much easier, and it's going to help to have some of my second favorite liquid in the world, Simple Green, available. You can just, if you get the fully concentrated stuff, you can dilute it down about 50% or so. You don't have to use the fully concentrated stuff, but this is a great general cleaning fluid, and it's also good for softening up the compound on tires, to get some older tires that have a lot of really fine dust down in the pores of the rubber. Helps to refresh it back up and get a little bit more traction out of your tires. So once you have them off of the vehicle, then you're going to want to take them to a sink or someplace where you've got access to running water, and just get them wet. At this point, don't even worry about getting the dirt off, just get them wet. And that's just going to soften up any dry dirt that's on there. Simple enough. Let those sit for a few minutes so that the dirt can loosen up. Then when you come back, it'll be much easier. Alright, now that these have been sitting for a minute, I'm just going to turn on the water. Take a nice stiff medium-sized brush, something you can really grab with your hand. Don't use a toothbrush or something like that, it'll take forever. And I'm just going to go over it really quickly just to get the big stuff, because these tires here were quite muddy. So I'm just going to get the big stuff off of them. Just really quick. And try not to squeeze the tires too much while you're doing this, because you don't want the vent holes on the backside to start soaking up water into the foams, because that'll take forever for it to come out. Try to keep the wheel facing wheel side up, and just try not to run water down into the vent holes. Once you got the big stuff off of it, if there was any, that's when I bring in the Simple Green, spray that on liberally. And then again, I'm just going to let it sit. Let that sit for just a few minutes, and the Simple Green is really going to work itself into the rubber compound a little bit. And in addition to getting up some of the dirt that's still in there and loosening that up, like I said, it's going to help to soften the rubber. So it's a good kind of poor man's traction compound that you can easily access and easily use. All right, now that I've let the Simple Green kind of soak in there, now I'm going to do my real wash. Now, tread, if you really want to get it nice and clean, you're going to want to go multiple directions on it. This is a real multi-directional tread. These are Proline bow ties for short course trucks. So I'm going to go down first, just in one direction, rotating the tire around as I go, rotating it away from me, and then once I go around once, I'm going to turn the tire around and get it from the other side. If you want to take some nice photos of your truck or something, it helps to have it looking good, or if you're going to sell it, that's a good thing. If you're just doing some end of day cleanup on your vehicle, don't forget to get the front side a little bit too. If you're just doing some end of day cleanup, you don't have to get it that good. Again, while you're doing this, try not to squeeze the tires too much. Just get a good grip all the way around them, so that they don't slip out of your hand, but you don't want to squeeze them, because then when you squeeze, you also have to let go. When you let go, it tends to soak up water through the vent holes. Then once I'm all done with the scrubbing, just rinse them off. Always use warm water for this. There we go. And these are absolutely beautiful tires now. They look practically like new. And thanks to the simple green, you can really hear that sound, which is the sound of clean Tupperware or nice and refreshed tires. Now for extra credit, if you want to make these, if you've got some older tires and you really want to get some extra traction in them, wait for these to dry, or even use a hair dryer or a heat gun on a low setting to help accelerate it a little bit. And then once you have them completely dry, use another brush like this, or you can use the same one, but make sure it's dry, doesn't have any water on it. And use some WD-40, regular old WD-40 lubricating fluid. Spray some on there, and then go through and brush the whole tire, the whole surface of the tire with WD-40, and that's going to give it a nice sheen, a nice shine. And WD-40 also works kind of like the Simple Green does, but even better. And it's something that you can just leave on there, and it will also soak into the pores of the rubber and help to soften it up a little bit. And that's something that you can just leave on there. So even if you're putting these tires into storage for a while, you're not going to drive for a while, giving them a little bit of WD-40, especially with older tires, is going to help to soften them up. And then when you get them out to run them again, you'll have some good traction that you might be surprised at. So there you go. Clean, shiny, squeaky off-road tires.
Oh, and hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/user/ultimatercnetwork. Thanks.